Hey, how's it going, everyone? Got another knife review for you. Up up here is the Spyderco Large Lum Chinese. This is a blade that I purchased a while back. It was one that I was interested in customizing. I saw it on some of the forums, some knife pimpers. Nathawat, he's this knife pimper out in Thailand. And I saw a knife that he did on a regular Lum Chinese. What he did was he put titanium scales on with some dimpling, and he put a titanium frame lock on there, and it was just a really, it had a nice red spacer. And when I saw that knife, I thought it was just one of the coolest looking knives. Just the overall, just the overall look and the symmetry with the Lum Chinese blade. So I ended up buying this one, the large Lum, thinking maybe I'll customize this one in the future. But when I got it, I was just surprised to see how big this profile of this knife is. Before I kind of get into that, just quick spec rundown. What you have here is a 3.75 inch blade, the full leaf blade. It's not really a spear point. This is Spyderco's classic leaf shaped blade. Overall length is 8.56 inches. Closed length is 4.81 inches. And then overall weight is 4.3 ounces. VG10 blade, made in Seki City, Japan. You got the Lum emblem right there. It's cool. Bob Lum is probably one of my, I think one of my favorite designers. He recently passed away, maybe a couple years ago. So, but of all the designs that he made, the large Lum Chinese is probably my least favorite one. It's a little reminiscent of Benchmade's Deja Vu with that leaf-shaped blade too. Although I guess the Deja Vu has a straight handle, this one has the curve. Really, it fits well in the hand. The curvature of everything fits well within your hand like this. But so in terms of comfortability, it's definitely a comfortable blade, but again, because of the profile of this blade, of the knife when it's closed, it doesn't feel like it sits well in the pocket. You definitely feel it protruding towards the inner parts of your pocket. Compared to Spyderco Lum Tanto, and here's Benchmade's Lums. These are some of the Lums that I've collected over time, production ones, not customized. So these ones, I used to have the Benchmade 741 Onslaught. That blade was humongous. I think it's like a 4.1 inch blade or something like that. And I've never had a Deja Vu though. So anyway, but all these blades, you can see the profile of these blades is much thinner. So they sit within your pocket much better. So anyway, I decided I'm not going to customize this one. I'm probably going to end up either trading this one or selling this one off. But before I did, I just wanted to do a quick review of this knife. What you do also have is, if you look inside here, with this knife opened up right there, you see there's a little bit of asymmetry in between the scales and the tang of the blade. In this blade, it's a very smooth opening blade, and what you have is actually a Teflon washer on this side of the blade. And then on this side you have a phosphor bronze bushing, probably a really thin one, probably a little reminiscent of the Spyderco Tenacious, kind of that paper thin bronze bushing. You got the liner lock, a very thin liner, but it's very strong. There's no blade play, very solid blade. There's absolutely no blade play whatsoever. Overall, I think this is a great knife. But it's just, for me, in my pocket and everything, it's just one that I've actually never carried in my pocket. So compared, again, just to some of these other knives that I own, here you have the Benchmade Lum Tanto, which I think is a far superior knife to this one. And here we have the VG10 Sprint Run with the grayscales Lum Tanto by Spyderco. So that's a little size comparison. They're all about the same. This one's a little bit shorter, actually. I think also because of the curvature. Kind of looks like a giant banana. And against some other familiar knives that you guys probably know. Here's the Spyderco Military. This is my TI version that I did a review on. And then against this is the large Sebenza. So again, overall length of this is 8.56 inches, so 8.5 inches. So you get a good feel of, you know, how big this knife is. And then here you go against the Spyderco Delica. So, you know, overall it's a great feeling knife in the hand, but I think for the pocket, for an EDC, you know, you're not going to be carrying this in your hand the entire time. So when it's in your pocket, I just feel like, you know, with your keys and everything in there, it doesn't make for a very comfortable. I mean, look how, man, it's just so thick compared to the rest of these blades here. Yeah, so, you know, you can see the thicknesses, especially, you know, for me, a comfortable blade in the pocket is the Sebenza. So you can just see how different that profile is in comparison right there. So, alright, so that's a Spyderco Large Lum Chinese. Please comment, subscribe, and just let me know what you guys think. Alright, thanks. Bye.